Hey everyone, Brooks Van Norman here from the VBOUT Success team. And today on this video interview, I'm joined by one of our customers, Leslie Tram, who's got a great story and a really unique business. And we'll talk today about how Leslie's using VBOUT and the success that she's having with the system. So Leslie, thank you for joining me today.
Hi, Brooke. Thank you. And, I appreciate the opportunity to speak, today in regarding about VBOW and how we actually use VBOW and a little bit about us or our company and about me. I am a commercial broker, so I do commercial real estate. Within our brokerage firm, we have a few different divisions. And the problem is when you have different divisions doing different things, um, it's very hard. It's very hard to pieces all the marketing together.
Yeah.
And back then, we have to deal with where we have to use MailChimp to do blast email, and then we do Facebook, then we have to get, recurring post Facebook. And then if we need to automate some, under the landing page, we don't even have that automation because there's nothing to host it. So it's all over the places. And for the longest time, at least 3 or 4 years, we only can do we deal with what we have, and we're trying to to streamline it, but it doesn't work the same way. So I actually, the funny story is I stumbled into a Facebook ad, and I said it's VBOW, and the beauty of it is like all the automation. Let me think about this. And so I put it on the back burner for a while, got to it before COVID happened. I kind of looked at it a little bit. And then by the time when COVID happened, I was like, okay, let's pull out the drawer and see what need to be cleaned out. So I looking at, looking at our company and see where need to be, streamlined, need to be organized. And I studied a little bit more about VBOW, and then I got the pleasure to meet you. So I contacted you and got a pleasure to meet you and talk to you about it. So that's a little back end, a little bit how I met VBOW.
Great, great. What a great story. So you saw an ad, then you clicked through to our landing page, and then you went into our funnel and you learned about VBOUT. And then you got on a call with us and we got to know your business and what your goals were. And that's how you got started. So why did you decide to choose VBOUT?
So, what actually a small business owner like me, I consider we have to do, we're juggler. We're juggler. We have so many things that we have to juggle. Not only facilitating the deals to, is this marketing pieces is okay? Is where the house is on fire because somebody need to open the door up to let the tenants in, to, oh, the credit card machine need to be working, you name it. So we're juggler. And as I see, what more important is the streamlines of the process, because you only have a very, very limited manpower behind it to help you, right?
Yep.
So what I see is that if I chose, let's just say HubSpot, they give me seven, but there's another three more that I needed in the business. Now, another part is not only talking about pricing, you're talking about you can pay a lot more on some of, because each platform that you subscribe to that add to your expenses, right? Versus of what we did, I what we have with VBOW right now is that you have a full platform that can literally give you 99% of what you need for your marketing and some for a very good rate. That's the dollar number behind it that we saving, honestly. So not only the economy of scale, the cost, and also the product that works really well. Another thing is like I want to mention to you. Well, here's the thing. I don't know nothing about, you know, not very good with designing, not, like I said, I'm not very good at, you know, savvy technology. But what intuitive about it, what VBOUT is that you can go through the training process. When you go through like or you can watch a video kind of self-help and self-learn. Literally, you can go into that and do a lot of it yourself if you're a small business owner.
Yeah.
Now, some of the platform, I'm not sure. You may need a professional in order for them to set it up for you. Otherwise, it's all over the place. It's not tying together. It's not, the automation is not kick out and all that stuff. So to me, that's another why. It's a, to me, it's like it's make my day just like, okay, the house is organized.
That's
Yeah.
great. So to summarize, you found VBOUT was easier to use than the bigger platforms that you were
Yeah.
considering. You saved money because you had consolidated all of the different platforms that you were using. And
Mhm.
you found that as a small business owner, you were able to get a lot of stuff done yourself because the help
Correct.
platform was great. Yeah,
Correct.
that's wonderful. Now, I know that you also went through our onboarding and setup service, which
Mhm.
is something that I would love to hear what your experience has been and what your feedback is there.
Yeah. So the onboarding, like I said, here's I have used different, you know, CRM from different company. I also pay for the CRM onboarding services before.
Yep.
Even though it's not the same, you know, marketing CRM or you know, I use is the a real estate CRM, you know, basically hosting all the data for our company. Regardless, it's a CRM. And remember, the person who built the CRM is not the customer. Okay. The people that build the CRM are the tech behind it, that they figure here's configuration, here's how it's going to it, and here's how it works. The reason what I'm trying to get why the onboarding is a successful to me is because I have all of them give me a training, but the truth is support is terrible. You can send in to the queue, and then it's barreled to the list, and then we get answer. Here's what we get answer for. No, we cannot get it. Oh yeah, you can go here. Here's a link to the information. So to me, as a small business owner, if there is a no, there have to be a reason why there's a no, and where is the can I resolve that, and how do I get there? If you can peel those 4 layers for me, at least I get to the bottom of it. It saved me at least another 3 hours try to look through and to try to find the information. So on the training with VBOW, what it helps me so much is give me a glimpse of the whole systems are about
Yeah.
from A to Z. Then doesn't mean you know how to get enter into all those doors and know exactly what to do. So what I did was I went back to after the training and I set up my automation for my landing page, my automations to for my emailing, and then the automation for the text messaging. So I kind of get all the ingredients together, okay,
Yep.
and then I set another meeting with the team, and I said, "Can you help me automate it?" And believe it or not, going in, they taught you, they walked you out of basically how to set it up, and they monitor on the back end to see if you got it correctly. And that is called handheld,
Yeah.
and that's amazing.
Yeah.
Because think about it, we don't get that kind of service, and I do use CRM. No, I haven't get that service before.
Wow, that's wonderful. I know the team is going to be so thrilled to hear that and to see this video. So I'll be sure to pass this along for sure. Oh, that's great, Leslie. So to summarize that point, you had used other systems, support wasn't what you had hoped it would be, and you were kind of experiencing things more like a number. Whereas with VBOUT, what you're found is that we really go the extra mile to help you with the setup and the configuration and make things a little easier for you. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and then I'll tell you the truth. Honestly, that $3,000 was worth every penny because trust me, you can't go to a university to pay $3,000 and get the whole course and how to streamline your whole entire company together. And I have a main the umbrella company, but I have 5 company underneath that is run through the one channel of marketing. Believe it or not, that's how I think is going to help me in the long run.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, what would you say has been the area where you've gained the most value in becoming a VBOUT customer?
Again, streamline and streamline. That's all. That's all. Because you don't have to go over here doing this, go over there doing that. It is just streamline. And then another part of it is you can track to see the engagement, the database, the analytics behind it. And believe me, I think at this point right now, I only know VBOUT probably about 30%. That's another 70% I haven't mastered at it yet. That's why I said it's the beauty behind it is like it gave me that ability to work on my business and focus on pushing the business, focus on the sales more better than right now that you have to focus in internally how to put your system together when you have a system that can streamline it for you. And also you can see the result. You can count on it. You can make adjustment accordingly in your hand. Because if you hire an agency, here's a problem. They give you a report a month after because they report you at the end of the month. Now I can go in at midnight, 2 a.m. in the morning and figure out what number is this ad running? Do I need to cut it off or wait until the end of the month? That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, that's such great feedback, giving you that real-time ability to see with the dashboards and use those to your advantage. Well, this is great. If somebody's thinking about VBOUT or getting into marketing automation, in your opinion, Leslie, why should they take action now instead of waiting?
Well, to me, it's not really waiting. It's to me is if they understand what will make their life easier, right? Right? To me, it's like you have to, right now, you have to have a frustration to see that why this is everywhere. Why do I do this? I have to jump in here. I have to memorize that password and this password. And then, okay, this platform using this, but that platform using that, and I can't track the number over here and I can't track the number over there. So to me, it's like if you want your all in one and keep everything in one spot so you can focus on your business versus a focus on automate your marketing, then this is the product that you can save a lot of time. On top of that, if you don't do it yourself, you can set this platform where you personally, as a small business owner, I control the platform. I invite the marketing agency that I'm hiring come into my platform and do anything that they needed to do professionally, but then I have control to oversee it. That's the beauty of it. They have to take advantage of that. Otherwise, you're gonna keep working inside your business and working in the putting your time into those the I think it's not as productive not using your time wisely, because I can sell properties or I can do a development and then versus of all I focus is just on the marketing pieces where you can literally leveraging a platform like VBOUT.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. So how much more confidence do you have in being able to control the growth of your business now that you're using VBOUT versus what you were doing before?
I have to say, watch out 2021. Because it's honestly, with COVID, a lot of time I don't know what other people are doing, but for me, I call it a blessing where I can go back to the infrastructure of the company and find out what need to be changes, where do I need to adjust, what platform do I need to reset up. So I did a lot of revamping the whole entire structure. Predominantly is all CRM and all of the automations. So all we do is to set up the infrastructure and the platform. So which is, to me, is where when we get into 2021, right now, I have an agency that gonna help me design a full marketing, sales, and sales funnel, and then after we have it all tie into it, now I don't have to touch it. I don't have to touch it for the next year. It's the automation, the scheduling, the monthly scheduling. It's exactly what you need to pre-schedule everything all the way until the end of next year, that I don't have to deal with it. And now think of it, it's like 6% of the marketing is done already. Only 40% is when you have it done when you need it to, So to me, imagining that. So it's I think I can definitely go back to do deals instead of working on working on the system right now and try to find what's the best system, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Wonderful. Well, as we wrap up this interview, if somebody watching this wants to learn more about you and what you're doing in your business, where can they find you?
Yes. So I actually, we have a website. It's called ltcommercialgroup.com. And what we do is we represent an investment sale, which just means that somebody want to buy a building or somebody want to sell a building or any type of commercial properties. We have our team, behind it, can support you with that. Also, we help small business owner. So here's why I have all of our ladies, we have a lot of ladies in our office. We only have one man. We have a lot of ladies in our office. And we have a very soft spot for a small business owner. Why? Because the small business, 25 years ago until now, I'm always a small business owner. I started my business when I was 19. So the soft spot is mean that every penny counts. And everything we do, a lot of time, leader eat last. I don't eat anything. I make sure all my employee paid, and I make sure the rent's covered and all that first before any penny left get to us, right? As a small business owner. So I have a soft spot on that. So what we contribute into is knowing as a small business owner how to analyze, understanding the struggle that a small business owner going through. So we do a lot of what we call a tenant rep. So we're representing small business owner need a space, to find a space to lease, or find a space to buy in order to put the business in. So that's what we're good at. So we're here in Austin, Texas, and we cover from Austin to San Antonio. So our team is stretched between Austin to San Antonio. So if you need some services in regarding our offices or thinking about investing, remember Tesla just moved here, for their Giga factory, and they just landed another 390 acres to put their headquarters too. So only just Tesla. You're talking about Amazon, Samsung, Dell, Apple's building a brand new big 1 million square foot campus. Austin is the place to invest right now. For the next 5 years, you're going to see a Silicon Hills signs everywhere in Austin. Yep. Mhm.
Great. Okay. So ltcommercialgroup.com is where people can find you. Yeah.
Yeah. Commercialgroup.com. Yep.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Leslie, thank you so much for sharing your story and what you are up to and how you're using VBOUT. It was a real pleasure connecting with you again today, and I look forward to keeping in touch.
Same here. I appreciate the time. I appreciate you introduced me to VBOUT, and hey, let's let's help each other out, because we all need to help each other. So we're small business owners, so that's why I said just you got to help them, lift them up, support. Yep. And trust me, use VBOUT. You're gonna thanks us. This is an honest, truly come from my long term hard work, that finding a marketing streamline is not easy. So I have to say, is from the bottom of my heart, that's why I love it so much, and I think it's people need to know. Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Leslie. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Bye, Brooke.